guys have no idea how many times I've tried to film this video.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Carly. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. In today's video, I thought we would do a what's on my iPhone video. I have tried to film this video like 5 times, and things just keep going wrong. My storage on my iPhone is low, my camera overheats, all the footage gets lost. I've just been having like a struggle with filming this video, but I feel good about it today, so let's get into it. Starting off, this is my background. It is my best friend Cassie right after she got her wisdom teeth out. It is the funniest photo I've ever seen in my life, so I love it. I think it's so funny, and she hates it, but I love it. Moving on, this is the main screen of my phone. So I literally organize everything. So this first thing right here is literally, it's called photography. It says camera and photos. Literally, it just has like photos and stuff in it. I feel like I don't want to like scroll that much. That's kind of sus. Moving on to the next folder, it's called photo and video, and it has all of these same apps that you guys probably all use. So in here, we've got Instagram. You know, everyone has Instagram. Visco, IGTV, Facetune, and Smart Hash. Smart Hash is a really cool one if you don't know what it is. It literally just tells you what hashtags are the best for your photos. If you like it, I'll leave a link down below. It's free, it's great, it's really good if you're trying to grow your Instagram, so that's Smart Hash. I guess, for those of you that don't know, it's just like a feed planning app. It's just like Planoly. Put all your photos in here and pop them around on your Instagram feed. So this is one that I was considering posting, and you can just like move it around and do whatever and just see how it'll look on your Instagram feed. Next up, we have the social tab. This is also very normal. I feel like everyone else has these apps too. Facebook. The next one is Facebook Messenger, Pinterest, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, YouTube Tracker, and WhatsApp. The only one I guess you guys might not know is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like business Facebook, so you use it for like a lot of career opportunities and stuff like that. Yeah, I literally don't use it ever. It's just on my phone. I should probably actually get rid of it, but probably won't. Moving on, we have Snapchat. Snapchat obviously is Snapchat. If you want to add me on Snapchat, I'll add it right down below. Next, we have YouTube Tracker. This is like a really cool app. It tracks your subscribers and your watch hours, so it'll tell you also when you can get monetized by. It's a lot of fun. I check my analytics every single day. I love it so much. That's YouTube Tracker. I really like that. And then lastly is just WhatsApp. Very easy. It's like the Kik of our generation. If you're like my age, then you would remember Kik, but WhatsApp is literally just like an instant messaging app. This extras folder is literally just extras. It has my contacts, my calculator, my calendar, my Google Calendar, which I love, my maps, my weather, my FaceTime clock, and notes. This one is just called settings. It just has settings and the app store in it. This utilities one is also just like a bunch of things that come on your iPhone that I just like don't really use a lot. The only ones that I really use on here are like wallet, so it has like a bunch of plane tickets and stuff, and then I use mail and Gmail on here. So my mail one is hooked up to my Hotmail, and then my Gmail is hooked up to my school and my business email. So I don't have them together because I find that gets like a little bit confusing. So I do have them like separate so I know what is coming in for what. Next is books. This one is one that I don't really use that often. I do prefer to actually like read a physical book or listen to an audiobook, so I don't read a lot on my phone. This shopping one used to have more stuff in it, and then I started online shopping way too much, and then I got rid of literally all of them. But this app right here is just called Kijiji. It's very similar to Craigslist if you're from the US. In Canada, we have Craigslist and Kijiji, and it literally is just like a buy and sell app for anything. Here we have Apple Health Kit, MyFitnessPal, Interval Timer, Fitbit, Trainerize, and VSync Fit. Everyone who has an iPhone has Health Kit. If you haven't set up your Health Kit, I highly would recommend it. It actually is pretty useful and interesting, especially if you're ever in like an emergency situation. You can have like your blood type in there, your emergency contact, all of this stuff. So the Health Kit is actually like useful. Next is MyFitnessPal, also super normal. I feel like if you're trying to be fit. Yeah, all MyFitnessPal does is like track your macros and stuff, and that's MyFitnessPal. Interval timer is pretty self-explanatory. I used to really be into like skipping, so I would like do 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 10 minutes, and I didn't want to like have to time it on my watch and then all of this stuff, so I just hooked up my interval timer to my Bluetooth headphones, because then it would make like a sound and then I would like stop and all that stuff. So I really like that, but obviously I haven't done any of that in a while, but it still is on my phone because I'll use it for other things too, but that's interval timer. Fitbit is also an app that is like not re-downloaded on my phone. It is just the Fitbit app. Moving on is Trainerize. This is an app that I really enjoy. I'm gonna be putting all of my workouts and stuff from this fitness thing that I'm in into Trainerize. For those of you that don't know what Trainerize is, last summer I worked with a personal trainer, and she put me on this app called Trainerize. It has all of your workouts, and you can track them, and then it'll tell you like what you've done week over week. So you can challenge yourself week over week, and you can see like what's been happening week over week, which I really like. Last week I was lifting 15, this week I'm gonna do 20, and like compounded over and over and over the weeks. So I think that's really cool, and I do really like trainer eyes. The next one I have on here is called VSync Fit. It is like the app for my smart scale. So I think it's really cool because it does a few things besides just your weight. As you can see, it does your BMI, your body fat, your fat-free body weight, and I think it's really interesting and really cool because I think a lot of people just focus on the number on the scale versus little things. So I got this guy, and it's been really cool and helpful. Next is finance. This is literally just all of like my banking apps. I've got 2 banking apps here, and then Mojo is like a credit score app, and then American Express is obviously just my credit card. Mojo is really cool. It's very similar to Credit Karma and Credit Sesame and all of that stuff, but the only thing is a lot of those apps aren't available in Canada, so we have alternatives like Mojo. Moving on to productivity. This is literally just all of the Google apps. Moving on to our stories one. In here I have Unfold, Hyperlapse, and Storylux. So Unfold is one you probably know a lot about. It is the Instagram story one that so many people use. Next up is Hyperlapse. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with Hyperlapse. All it does is take like a big long video and then like speeds it up at like 2, 4, 6, 8 times or something like that, and then it condenses it into like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever. Next one is Storylux. This is one that's also pretty similar to Unfold. I just find it has different options, and they're kind of a little bit better. Down here we've got self-care. So in here I've got horoscope, Lumosity, and Way of Life. This horoscope app I freaking love. It's so fun. I literally got all of my friends and all of their boyfriends to download this, but it'll tell you your horoscope, your daily compatibility, and then you can also pull 3 of your tarot cards. So I think that is really cool, and you can like view your reading and all of this stuff. And yeah, I really like it. I find it's kind of scarily accurate sometimes. Moving on is Lumosity. Lumosity is just brain games. I have the free version. I used to have the paid version, but I just like didn't play it enough. So basically what it does is you play 3 brain games. Some could be math, some could be attention, some is flexibility. It kind of just depends. They pick 3 different games for you every single day, and then you can like play those free games throughout the day if you like them. Moving on, this guy's called Way of Life. This is a habit tracker, and this, like, you might be like, oh my god, like wake up at 6, brush your teeth, meditate, all of that stuff. Like that's like stuff you should do anyways, but I like wanted to get into a really good habit of doing all of these things in the order they're in. I haven't used it in a while. I do feel like now that I work from home, I want to get more into a habit because otherwise I just like chill in my house all day. So I'll be using Way of Life a lot more. Moving on to travel, this one's not really that interesting. It literally is just Transit, which is our transit system here in Canada, and then Honk, which is just like a payment app for parking. Voice First is also like a not so interesting tab. It just has my Alexa and my smart lights, so I've got like some smart plugs and lights and all of that stuff, and that just like controls that. Moving on to this page. This page is kind of like the extras of my phone that I just haven't organized, and it's stuff I don't like to look at all the time, so I have it just on here. In the corner we've got extras. This is like podcasts, Find My Friends, files, very boring. Food, in here we've got the Domino's app, obviously, hook it up, student discount. Sweatcoin just is like an app where you walk and you like mine these coins or whatever to redeem them for things. I've literally never done that, but as you can see here, there's like wallets and I don't know, dog toys and yeah. Next up is Zillow. It literally is just like a housing app. For those of you who don't know, I'm looking into options of moving to California next year. So I've been looking at houses, looking at housing prices, looking at areas, just like keeping my eyes open, and that's what I use Zillow for. Next is Countdown. This just has like countdowns. Obviously I have VidCon in here. I have like a few other things like my birthday, all of that stuff. It's just like a countdown app. Next is Student Universe. That is just like cheap flights for students, and then Bitmoji, because you have to have the app, I'm pretty sure, to be able to use a Bitmoji. So next we've got TikTok. This is something that I was never really that into, and then I had a friend be like, Carly, I think you'd be really good at it. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. So I got a TikTok. You know what? Some of them are going surprisingly well. This video now has 6,000 views, and it's just like a duet with a random dude. So I'll show it to you right now.
Girl, my mood changed when you walked through the door. Before you came, it was tears on the floor. Girl, you're so perfect, I think that it's working. You gave me a love, now I really want more. Girl, you're so different apart from the rest. Cool, I tried that.
So yeah, that's TikTok. Moving on to Bumble. Bumble is arguably the best dating app I have ever had. I love it. I love that girls have to message first. I love the caliber of men on Bumble. I just feel like when dudes are on Bumble, it's just more high quality because they know that there's a chance that they won't get a reply, but they're on there anyways, type of thing. So I really enjoy Bumble. I like it. You can catch me swiping any day of the week. Moving on, we've got Tinder. Tinder is one that I like don't like to put as much effort into, but still have, because like not everyone is on Bumble. You can find some gems on Tinder, but at the end of the day, Tinder is a little bit more of a hookup app than Bumble is. I do like Bumble for like actual dates, but I do still have Tinder because why not? To end things all off, I guess I'll show you guys the back of my phone. This is just a boobs phone case. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. I got this guy from Casetify. It is from The Skinny Confidential, which is just a blogger here on the internet. I love her so much. The boobs get so many compliments. I love them. It's so like cheeky and fun because it literally is just like drawn on boob, but I love it. They have like a glitter one that I think I might do next, or I might be getting merch for my own podcast, so I might have that on there. I'm really not sure yet, but that's the boobs case. That is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. I post videos every single day in May, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye guys!